Key takeaways from Donald Trump's 2026 State of the Union address. Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump delivered his first official State of the Union address of his second term on Tuesday night before a sharply divided Congress, laying out a bold vision for the nation's future, defending his record, and sharpening the political contrast ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. 1. A partisan, hard-edged speech focused on immigration and politics. Trump opened by pivoting sharply toward the issue of immigration, immediately challenging Democratic lawmakers and framing border control as the central political choice for voters. He accused Democrats of wanting open borders and urged members of Congress to stand if they agreed that the first duty of government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Republicans responded with prolonged applause. Many Democrats remained seated. The president used the moment to portray the coming elections as a referendum on national security and sovereignty, underscoring his ongoing hardline approach to immigration enforcement. 2. Economy. Trump's roaring claims versus public skepticism. A large portion of the address highlighted economic achievements. Trump touted lower inflation, high stock market levels, falling gasoline prices in certain regions, and strong job numbers, declaring the economy a golden age. However, many of his claims were fact-checked as exaggerated or misleading. His frequent claim that the U.S. has secured $18 trillion in global investments is greatly exaggerated. Government data show major investment announcements closer to about half that figure. His assertions about gas prices being below $2.30 per gallon in many states were also not supported by national averages. Trump's portrayal of inheriting a stagnant economy with record inflation was disputed. Inflation peaked under the prior administration. Economists note the U.S. economy continued to grow in 2025, but at a slower pace than under the previous administration, and with a slight uptick in unemployment, complicating the message of unqualified success. 3. Policy announcements and proposals. Trump used the platform to unveil or expand on several policy ideas. He reiterated new energy and infrastructure initiatives, including data center energy deals with major tech companies intended to manage rising electricity demand tied to artificial intelligence growth. On healthcare, he revisited plans to reduce prescription drug costs by promoting direct patient payments rather than routing funds through insurance. He spoke of expanding tariff policies, although he signaled he preferred not to seek congressional approval for tariffs that the Supreme Court recently struck down. For foreign policy and military honors. Trump made only brief references to foreign policy overall, but included emotional moments honoring U.S. service members, including National Guard members wounded in domestic operations. These tributes drew wide bipartisan applause. The address occurred amid high tensions with Iran and questions about potential military action, but the president largely avoided laying out a detailed new strategy in his speech. 5. Deep partisan divide and political climate. The chamber's mood underscored the deep polarization in U.S. politics. Dozens of Democrats chose not to attend or participated only minimally, some opting for counter events or protests. Republicans, meanwhile, celebrated Trump's tone and vision. The address comes at a challenging political moment for Trump, with declining approval ratings and midterms looming, and his rhetoric reflected that reality, blending policy claims with pointed political attacks on the opposition. Bottom line, Trump's 2026 State of the Union was a high-stakes pitch to the American electorate, a mix of policy proposals, partisan combat, and a robust self-assessment of his first year back in office. While he emphasized economic strength and national security, many of his assertions were challenged by independent fact-checkers, highlighting the ongoing battle over America's political narrative.